Good day.
Yeah.
Good day. This is the third
Hello.
interview that we are going to have today for the occasion of our podcast, The Power Is You. My name is Saskia Harkema, and I'm here with Nursia Afridi and Marina Tomova. I've written a book together with Nursia Afridi, The Empowerment Is You, and in this podcast we are interviewing amazing women who are doing amazing work. And this time it's going to be Marina Tomova. She comes from Macedonia, and she will introduce herself, and Nursia is going to carry out the interview. So the floor is yours, Nursia.
Thank you so much, Saskia, and welcome, Marina, to this podcast. We are happy to have you on this platform. So, Marina, I would like to ask you a few questions before that Saskia introduce you. But I would like more a bit about you, your background and your life. So, can you briefly introduce yourself, please?
Thank you. First, thank you for the invitation. And it's a pleasure to be with you and here. And also about the theme, what we have today. Now, I'm Marina Tomova, and I'm from Macedonia. I lived in Holland maybe 16 years long, 15 and a half. And now, since 2018, I got back in Macedonia again. And I'm president of NGO Changemakers4all, and I'm also working at pharmaceutical industry, and I also work in agriculture.
Thank you so much. So, Marina, to carry out this interview, I would like to ask you a first question. What was the most hidden personal fear that has hindered you throughout your life? Because through this interview, we want to discover what has kept you from your inner strength to achieve your mission in your life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my first question. What was the most hidden personal fear to you?
Yeah, this is a bit wide theme. I'll try to answer as short as possible, but it's yeah. Um, everyone have a life behind him or herself, and then we're going to hidden fear because of the experience what we had through life. So as a kid, I grew up literally on the land. Since I was 3, I needed to sleep even there because nobody could take care of me. So my parents were taking me with them. So, and then we were going to school. After school, I was maybe 5 or 6. So we needed to work hard, hard-working job at our land. So we never had childhood with my sister to play with other kids like the other kids were doing. So then when you're raised like that, you don't have a space or choice to think, because life is settled like that. It's how it should be at the moment, or you know. And then my dream was all the time I wanted to study English. And finally, because we were earning in ex Yugoslavia before a lot of money, and we were living just very simple life, and what we got, it needed to be earned very good. So and then my parents, they paid for me and for my sister to study in Cambridge, in Oxford. But 2 weeks before that began the war in Yugoslavia, so we didn't have the chance. And then I needed to work something, so I needed to learn. I went to learn as hairdresser, to be a hairdresser, so I can earn my own money, because we stayed like let's say yesterday we had a lot of money in Switzer's bank, and from the other day we didn't have literally bread to eat. So we were just starving, I can say, if my mom didn't brought the piece of bread where she was working in a German company, and she will bring what she's getting to eat. So she was bringing to us, to me and my sister. So but every time we were taught how to help people, and that was or how to cook, how to even though always I was thinking, oh, we are too small, or to go to sell to the market with my father at 6.5 years old age, all alone. And my father was living somewhere else in another village, and it was here in Serbia. So, and all the time we were taught just how to work, to earn, to respect people. And when I got the chance to be somewhere where I wanted to be, that wasn't possible. And at the Yugoslavian war, I met refugees here, which I began to help, and later helped them with my parents, because sometimes you don't need to experience things to feel how they feel. And then at that time began, actually I was like 13 maybe, and began my voluntarily work. And my personal fear was always, what will people think also? And my personal fear was also, what I wanted to do I couldn't. What will happen with my life? And sometimes you need to do things or work, or to work something what you don't really like. You can do it, you can love it later maybe, but it's not what is which is in your heart. And so my fear was always to succeed, to try to do my best to get out of my life. But there was always were obstacles. There were always obstacles. And yeah, I asked also a friend, because these are two different things, between my personal life and my life as, let's say, as volunteer or president or NGO or leader or something like that. So I will try to separate those two things.
Yeah, so I will ask another question regarding to this, like the hurdles and the challenges that you face. So your personal fear was like what people will think, yeah, what you want to do and how you would like to do that. So that was your personal fear that you expressed, yeah. So with
Yeah.
this, I will ask another question: that how did you manage to face your fear, and what were the steps that you took to put the fear aside and achieve what you wanted in your life?
Yeah, at certain moment I thought, actually doesn't matter what people think. Doesn't matter anyone's opinion, because you never, if you try to prove yourself, that's too exhausting. And then I thought, during my life I'll prove that, and they will understand. And it took a while. And like now I will take an example, because when we registered our NGO, Saskia was also one of the change makers, or the how can I say, oprichters,
Founders.
founders from Changemakers4all. And there were talks, a lot of talks, that European Union is helping us with money, they're buying us, or those type of things, even though we are just transparent and clean as crystal, as glass, you know. So all the time there were things which you need to fight, actually, uh, to prove to people, with your actions, that it's not how they think. And yeah, yes, sometimes failure teaches also more than success in my life. And many failures also taught me how to be successful in a lot of things, because the things which I do are, most of them is more than 95% is about the society than for myself, because I depend also on the society itself. And my family, it's not just my family, the society is also my family. And yeah. And yeah, just as I said, the family is not just relatives, it's, and also in difference by in different stands also by Macedonia and our country and goals without interest. That's what I see as well. And yeah, I wanted to represent us to the world, that we are not corrupted. I needed to fight with that, and we don't have any personal interest. And my fear was also to be with someone weak who falls on people influence, because people can have big influence.
Marina, so thank you. I will ask the other question related to this. To achieve something in life, there are always some hurdles and challenges that we need to overcome to reach to our goal or destination. Yeah, as you mentioned that your dream was to study English. Yeah, so there, of course, there must be some hurdles and challenges that you need to overcome. So, what were those challenges and hurdles for you to overcome, and how you did it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand the last word.
Yeah, what were some of those challenges that you need to overcome? Yeah, because you mentioned so many things, and one was your dream to study English. Yeah, of course, and there are also you are the chairperson of your organization, and there must be some hurdles and challenges. For so, how did you come to overcome those challenges?
Yeah, life teach us to overcome challenges if you deal with challenges. And when you have challenges in your life and you need to fight through, or you get lost into those challenges, I don't know, because this is a recorded video, but once I just can say openly, because normally this was kind of secret again, because of the society, how will be accepted, what will be thought about it, and so on and so on. Let's say yesterday I got a kind of diploma or recognition about violence and discrimination and so on, because I was busy there with police officers, with psychologists, and so on. So, and if I couldn't join there as a person who have experienced or heard something, it was different. Then I was actually a victim who experienced it all, and now I'm at a point that I can, through my experience, I can express everything, and then I can help someone, because I was that. And because I was also married, so I went through a lot of things. And then at a certain moment, those challenges and difficulties, they lead you to a fear, and that fear controls you, that you don't dare to do things if you don't have help next to you. I even went to my doctor with a paper in my hand, help me. And that was the moment, that very moment when I had that paper. And when I walked back, I thought, I I need to help myself as well. I was so weak that the weakness brought me that I needed to be strong. I had a child at that moment, and I said, now it's not up to me, and I cannot think what I want. I must think what I need to do for him. So yeah, so the challenges made me to go, uh, teach me how can I go through challenges, because I needed to experience them very hard way. Yeah.
To handle these challenges and hurdles, yeah, what you wanted to achieve. So, Marina, my next question is like, we always know that there are some moment of defeat in our life, yeah. So, can you tell about what was your moment of defeat in your life? Is there any moment that you felt like you are defeated?
Now, yeah, it is a learning, that's permanent. It's learning experience. I have been through my personal life, zeg maar, let's say nobody's immune to these matters, and there comes that the choice that I want to give up or become better, and I said it is easy to it was from one side is easy or hard also to give up, and to be better, then you think maybe it's a lie, so you need to make a hard choice, and then I had to endure hardship with my family and friends, and sometimes burden seems high, and I know how really it's it's um, I feel defeated also with lack of support sometimes from our own people. Let's say with our mountains, when you expect somebody, or you expect thousands of people to come to fight for the mountains because they would take our rivers, and sometimes uh, I feel defeated with that lack of support, with such a less people, because they're just afraid, or they think somebody else will do the job, and and I feel sometimes, because Alexander the Great was Macedonian, this is a huge comparison, but he tried to bring the tribes together, and we need to realize that Macedonia is one, when we cannot lose our way in that world. That's how it becomes. But I always try to gather people, the tribes together, because it's ours. We need to fight for. And sometimes I just close back that so some war for my country and my heritage, and that my son is and his children and every Macedonian can look forward after that. So it's a big fight what we are dealing with here.
Yeah.
A lot of challenges.
Yeah. Like you felt so many times defeated, yeah. But again, like being a human and being a woman, we have this ability to resurrect after defeat, yeah. So is there any moment that you felt that, yes, I am the power, yeah? We say that we have the strength and we can resurrect after such hurdles and challenges and after so many defeats. So is there any moment in your life that you have felt that, yes, the power is me?
Yes, because I experienced that, and the power is me, the power is you, the power is us, and what we dealt with a lot of challenges till now. I knew, I was aware that the power is me, not in the literally sense me, like me, but as I said, we all together as me or you. And I but and sometimes, I believe also strongly that people or me kind of things that are not recognized often by other people who are in power, and they want to push you down, or they want they want you to make you afraid, or they want you they want to program us that the power isn't in us. But I know with all of these movements, protests, fights, I mean, what we had with our nature to protect the mountains, the waters, what are we doing with our NGO? I realized that yes, the power is me, and we should not do also things for recognition, but to uplift the society as a whole. And many of us knows that several things are not right, and we don't say anything, or we don't try anything if somebody don't lead us or don't lift us up and don't tell us, hey, the power is really you know and yeah, this is our first failure as a society, that we always need someone to tell us, to remind us that the power is you. And yeah and yeah, we can also do wrong things without approval, by right, but we we don't need to be afraid to act. And yeah, I feel the answer is me as Macedonian to do whatever, and as little as I can, as much as I can. um yeah, it's yeah, at least if you if every one of us do one small deeds that in a day what impacts someone else positively, and every person do this by following this example. Let's say today I picked some trash through the river or something like that, or was a woman today who contacted me, they don't have food with her son. And um and then I think, okay, then I don't have much, but I'll share with them. So if we, all of us, or yeah, if you just walk through the streets and you see someone, you feel the energy in someone that he or she don't feel well, and then it's an unknown person, and you ask them, how are you, good day, and you begin to talk, just, can I give you a hug? At least it will change the whole day of that person. So if we all could do that, we could see, just hello and a smile, that you can change the day and the world, or the day of someone, and you can see that the power is you.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Mm. Thank you so much, Marina, for putting so much insight about the power is in you, and the power is in really. We don't need to other people or the outside society that tell us that the power is you. We should recognize our power. Yeah. So thank you so much for your deep
Yeah.
insight to put outside to the world. So Saskia, now the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Nursia, and thank you, Marina, for sharing your story with us. And well, it is obvious that, of course, what has really been very defining in your life is that the war broke out, and that really changed everything, because you lost,
Yeah.
one day you lost everything, and in a sense, you then have to redefine yourself and somewhere find it within yourself to do that. And you shared with us also your biggest fear and how you dealt with it. And what I got from it is that the moment that you had somehow hit rock bottom, and that was when you asked for help to this doctor, you also realized, but I have to help myself. And I think this is a very important lesson, that in the end, it's us that have to somehow find it within ourselves, the strength and the resilience to stand up every time. And I would like also to emphasize that what you are doing in Macedonia, you refer to Alexander the Great. I really want to share with the audience that I don't know if everybody's aware of it, but Alexander the Great was from Macedonia. And it's an epic story, and an incredible person. And if, yeah, he's somehow your inspiration in doing what you do with your NGO, Changemakers4all. And it's really admirable what you're doing with with the people around you. And you shared also that you somehow sometimes feel defeated because people are not expressing themselves, that they support you as you sometimes wish. But that doesn't stop you, because in that sense, not everybody has the ability to say to themselves, the power is me. But I think you are a beacon of hope, And I think you are also a symbol of someone who never gives up. And somehow this also urges people to be bigger than themselves. And this is what you shared also, that if you think about power, it's acting beyond what is only important for you. It is acting for the community or the people around you. And I love what you said about why not just any person that you feel needs it, say something nice to that person or do something nice. It's very true what you say, because such a small act can make such a big difference in someone's life, really make a big. So thank you for reminding us that we shouldn't be afraid. And because this is also something which you said, which really for me was important. You said we do not need the approval of someone else to remind us that the power is us. We don't need that approval. And I thought, you are so right. We have to believe it ourselves. It comes from within. So thank you for reminding us that. And thank you for this, Marina. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you.